Hey guys, welcome to a little look around the Circuit de Spa-Francorchamps, or just Spa, in the IndyCar. I'm just gonna try to do, or try to show you how I drive the lap and show you my lines, braking points, how I apply the throttle, steering angles, and all that stuff. I just hope it helps you. It doesn't mean what I do is right or the best, anything like that, but I just hope it helps you. And if you see me doing something wrong, please tell me. I would be open for some criticism, of course. So let's start on the start and finish straight here, which is actually this one here. It's just a race lap. It's the last lap of the stint though, so the car was quite light. Tires had some usage on them. We can take a look actually. Yeah, as you see, front right especially, a few lockups. The inside has a quite high usage. That's why also in the slow corners in this lap probably I didn't have the grip I had, or you would have in the first part of the stint. By the way, here are the track conditions, but still through the fast corners with the lighter car, it's easier to make that time up again. You just have to be a little bit careful on the throttle and on the braking, especially with the used tires maybe. But still, these are the fastest conditions in race trim at the end of the stint. So coming to turn 1, I'm just going to play it once at full speed. See a little lock up there, not too bad though, as the tires, yeah, are going to be replaced 2 laps afterwards anyway. So you want to use all the road on the left here, but yeah, don't go on the grass obviously, that's not good. 1 on the meter board, that's just around here is my braking board, so basically here I guess is when I normally would start braking. Yep, getting off the throttle. Obviously it's slow-mo here, or yeah, picture by picture it looks quite slow, but yeah, it happens quite fast actually. So it's just around here when I get off the throttle and get on the brakes, hard on the brakes as you see. Very hard actually, that's very hard. Like 90-95% was that, but then immediately a little bit lower as the speed scrubs off and you lose some, especially front downforce, so you want to get off the brake yeah, as the car slows down. As you see, I'm also doing that, always decreasing the braking amount. Then at this point, yeah, that was just the auto blip, I think. I've got auto blip on, I think. Oh, actually I haven't. But yeah, it just does it automatically, I think. I was definitely not on the throttle there. So at this point, start turning in, and as I turn in, you see the braking amount, which I had for quite a time, I think, around here at 60%, I guess, was for the last like 20-30 meters before the corner. I had 60% brakes because that's not too much to lock up, or to have a big lock up at least. But now, as I turn into the corner, actually, I get off the throttle, off the brake even more, just trail brake a little bit into the corner. That's why the front right is also parked, stood, little flat spot there, but there are actually no flat spots in iRacing anyway. But as you saw, it is still very bad for the tire usage here on the inside, and at some point you're just gonna lock up at every corner. So basically, you see the turn 1 is there's a lot of banking here, and yeah, the curb all the way to the wall is basically flat. So you don't want to use that curb too much. You can use it though with 2 tires, but you don't want to be all the way on the inside here. Just with 2 tires on the curb is perfectly fine. And running a little bit wide is also perfectly fine. Normally aiming to be with 2 tires on the curbs, but this one actually just at the curb and using all the banking of both axles, or yeah, not both axles, but both sides of the car's tires, was probably the best way to do it. So as you see, at this point I've got a lot of steering angle here, and yeah, we're just around halfway through the corner at this point here, I guess. And you see my car is already pointing a little bit more to the straight ahead than to the straight before. So basically I've got most of the rotation done, or not most of, but yeah, more than half of the rotation done, which is what you want in slow speed corners. Rather want to be slow into the corner, fast out of the corner. And also, if you have a lot of rotation done already, it will help you exiting the corner, as you can open up the steering a little bit more and can get on the brake, on the power a little bit earlier or easier, as you will see now as well. So now I get on the power just a little bit, but I'm still not opening the throttle, the steering wheel, sorry, because I had some rotation to do still, and I wasn't on the throttle too much. Actually, you can take a look at the speed I had, 69 kp, yeah, 69.70 was the apex, the slowest speed I had, basically, just for your information. You had the track conditions again, 39 degrees, which is most important, and 30% usage. And yeah, at this point, I still have to do some rotation, but I can still already get on the power. Also because the revs are quite low still, and it takes some time for the car to bring the revs up. First gear is all the way up to 150 k's, so you won't have immediate tire spins in these low speeds, because I think the torque is just not there yet. It will rise, as you will see. I also have a slide at some point, but now when I get on the power a little bit more, or you see me like getting on the power like until 50%, holding the steering angle, and now I'm opening the steering even more for allowing me to get on the power as well. So you see me now on the power 50%, holding the steering angle. Now opening the steering, and once I've done this for a big amount at least, I can get on the power again and not spin, because these cars are easy to spin. So I'm trying to open the steering as much as I can and also not get on the AstroTurf here too much. It's okay. You'll see me doing this as well. Actually, I didn't have any slides, I think. That's not an off-track for your information. I got no off-tracks in that lap. These off-tracks are from other laps before. Yeah, so basically, most important things here: get off the brake as you get closer to the corner, because you're getting slower. The downforce gets slower, especially at the front end. So otherwise, you'll just lock up and run straight. Then get most of the rotation done at the halfway point. Roll through the apex, very slow at the apex. It's important to get into the corner very slow and rather be fast exiting. And then when you get on the power, more at least, make sure to open up the steering, or first open up the steering, then get on the power, as you see me doing here, which allows me to not have any spins or slides. And these will probably just, if you can even save the slide maybe, but it's not gonna be helping you for the rest of the stint if you slide all the time here and warm up the rear tires. So basically it's turn 1. I'm gonna play it once at full speed again so you can take a look. Yeah, I hope I helped you. If you have any questions, just tell me. Yeah, basically now rest of sector 1 is not much to do. Just run the shortest line here, close to the wall, but don't go into the wall. It's not benefiting, or it's not that important to be close to the wall. You're not going to gain much, but still just keep a safe distance, but not too far away, at least. Yeah, on the straight here basically nothing happens. That's sector 2 then. We're going to talk about it in the next video. So I can show you again. Here I want to have the shortest line, but still I'm leaving some gap here, because it's not worth getting closer than that, but still running the shortest line. And then not much turning angle through here needed. You see me like turning 20 degrees, maybe 30. Well, that's not even 30, I think. Maybe 20 degrees. It's easy flat through Rouge, very, very easy. Don't even have to use any curbs, but I would just recommend to use a bit of every curb, just not too much. Straighten up the line as most as possible. And that was a 33.212 for your information. We are only looking at best optimal. Oh wait, that's what we want. Yeah, 33.212 is what we are looking at, and the only thing that you should be interested about if you look at that. So basically, important thing in IndyCar especially is always being smooth. As you saw me first opening the steering and then getting on the power, not the other way around. You will spin or have problems at least. In terms of the setup, I'm running the iF1 Spa V2 setup. If you want that, just contact me, no problem. It's a little bit oversteer in some corners, but it's very drivable. I normally prefer stable setups. I've got more stable versions as well, if you like them, and would be nice if I see you in the next video. I hope you enjoyed it and you learned something. See you next time.